Yo, what's up, everybody? It's LP here back at y'all with another one. Like, share, subscribe. I'm tripling back in this motherfucking hole today. That's right. Some truths need to be told. If you not with the program, step on out, man, because this shit ain't for you. Right? I know I talk basketball. I know I talk sports in general, but there's some real shit going on right here. If you're not with the program, this ain't for you. This channel is not for you. If you with coonery and buck dancery and shucking the jivers and all that, this is not for you. This is not for you. We need to call these motherfuckers out to the carpet for what they are. And you got people that are using this as a prop to get themselves to shine and all that. And we cannot have that. If you didn't say nothing then, don't say nothing now. If you didn't say nothing then, don't say nothing now. Shout out to my brother Ticket TV, my Hard Sports Podcast, Two Raw TV, Black Reality TV, KQKC Box Network, all the other brothers in the LDBC Lions Den basketball community. Make sure y'all go subscribe to those respective channels. Let's do this. What up, Mr. Big Chest, Lakers Fan 87? Salute to y'all. So, these two Mammy Supremes, right? You got Oprah Winfrey, the head mammy, and then you got Gayle King, the right hand auntie, the right hand Aunt Sally, Angela Bassett Hound, that type of woman, right? So these two ass clowns, right? In the light of the George Floyd death, now all of a sudden they want to come out and speak for the black community. Now these two bad wenches have had a history. I mean, an extensive history of going after black men, demonizing black men, making black men to be worse than what they are. Remember when the whole R. Kelly thing came when Gayle King sat down there with her legs crossed, and R. Kelly went on that big old rant about how they trying to bring him down and all this type of shit, and she sat there with her legs crossed, and you got ass clowns, dumbasses, ignorant, clap having Jezebels, fucking hacks, running around here talking about how she was so brave and how she was a hero. How the fuck was she here? How the fuck does Gayle King consider to be a hero when all she did was cross her legs as R. Kelly ran around the room going on this big old diatribe about him being framed and all this type of shit? How does that equate to her to be a hero? When I think of hero, I think of saving a cat from a tree. Or to a bigger extent, guys that went out there in war, fighting for our country, the country we live in, right? I know about fighting for our country, right? We go out there, fight for our country. We fight only to have these motherfucking love and hip hop tards and these fucking coons and buffoons get to run around here freely and do all kinds of bullshit, right? But then, not to be outdone, you have Oprah Winfrey going to do that, put her hands in that bullshit ass documentary about Michael Jackson. Now, mind you, there was a 10-year investigation with the FBI. They ain't found so much as one kid hair out of place. Not one. Those two guys they brought on that fucking fraudumentary were known liars. Michael Jackson is not here to defend himself, and that Mammy Supreme you see right there, Oprah Winfrey, that woman, that thing, put her hands in that bullshit. Now these motherfuckers have made it known. They've made their living, they've made their lifestyle, all that type of shit, demonizing black men. These are two anti-black men haters right there on your screen. But now all of a sudden, we got guys getting killed at the hands of white cops. Let me back up because there's some things here about these two that I want to get off my chest about these two motherfuckers right here, right? These two are friends with Harvey Weinstein. They're friends with Charlie Rose. No rapist. Allegedly, Oprah had a hand in bringing in women for Harvey Weinstein, allegedly. They don't care about black people, okay? How many? Okay, let me ask you this: Oprah Winfrey was so good; she was so good for the black community. How many people have? How many black people have succeeded because of her? How many? And don't say Sean King because Sean King is not black. How many? We can count some white people. I know two people right off the bat: Rachel Ray, Dr. Phil, amongst others. Ricky Lake. There's more. Trust me, there's more. But I ain't got enough energy to go through all that right now. But now all of a sudden, we got a man getting killed at the hand of racist cops, and now here they come, yo, here they come, yo, here they come. Now this woman here, Oprah Winfrey, talking about how her heart was so heavy. So where was the same heart that when you was going after Michael Jackson? Where was Gayle King's heart when she tried to get Kobe Bryant thrown under the bus by Lisa Leslie? Where was your heart then? You think we forgot? You think we forgot all the bullshit y'all done over the years? And y'all think just because y'all come out and make a statement now, you might donate some money or whatever like that? That's supposed to be. We supposed to just wash our hands and overlook all the bullshit y'all done, right? No, it ain't going down like that. So anything y'all do up to this point will be considered as phony. This is look. If y'all don't know what grandstanding is, look at this right here. Look at these motherfuckers right here. Look at these two bad witches right here. This is grandstanding. This is fucking grandstanding. They never give a fuck about what's going on in the black community now. All of a sudden, now we got this thing is national headlines. Now they hear about it, right? The fuck out of here, man. I don't believe you. Yeah, Mr. Big Chest, come right on in, man. Come right on in. Come on in here and get blow your smoke out. Oh, hold on, Mr. Big Chest. Apparently, I can't put links in the chat room. Give me your send me your email, and I'll send you the link. Put your email in the chat. I'll send you a link, Mr. Big Chest. Because YouTube won't let me put the link in the chat room. But yeah, these people make me sick. I don't like fucking buck dancing sellouts, man. I don't. And I really hate it even more when they sit up here and perpetrate themselves. No, not perpetrate, perpetrate themselves to be something that they're not. They didn't give a fuck about you then. They sure as hell they ain't gonna give a fuck about you now. For real. Let's just be honest about that. They didn't give a fuck about you then. They're not gonna give a fuck about you now. When this whole thing blew over, they're gonna go right back to their fucking anti-mammy ways. Watch what I tell you. Watch what the fuck I tell you. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna go back to their mammy ways. That's what I said. That's why I said, if you didn't say anything then, don't say anything now. We don't want to hear it. There's another thing. These look what I'm gonna show you. This is so disgusting. It really pisses me off to the core. It really do. It really do pisses me off to the core. Look at this shit. Look at this bullshit they put out in the atmosphere. Oprah and Gayle discussed George Floyd. If you pretend you didn't see it, you're part of the problem. Well, it just so happens you two Jamammies are part of the problem. You two and Jamammies are part of the problem. You just contradicted yourselves. Because where was y'all at when Ahmaud Arbery got killed at the hands of racist fucking hacks? That dad and that inbred son. Where the fuck was y'all at then? Where the fuck was y'all at during the Breonna Taylor incident? Where the fuck was you at during Sean Reed's incident? The fuck was y'all at? So all this time y'all had done shit for the black community, y'all put down the black community, all this type of shit, and we supposed to just overlook all just by this one gesture. Y'all came on did a little podcast with a whole bunch of fucking clowns and assholes and coons and everything else in between. Watch this fucking stream, and yeah, I'm supposed to forget all the bullshit you done back then, right? Nope, ain't going down like that. What you got, Mr. Big Chest?
I mean, bro, I ain't got a problem with them donating to the BLM. My problem is them, they act like they never done nothing. They act like they all innocent. That's the problem. And it's sickening, man. It's insulting, man.
It is disgusting. It is disgusting. But that's the power of the internet. That is the power of the internet. You think just because you do a podcast or you do a stream and you donate money, we just supposed to forget all the bullshit y'all done, right? Nope. Because this is the thing, right? And this goes back to the whole thing with Joe Biden, right? This goes back to, oh man, we need to vote for Biden because we don't like Donald Trump, right? And yeah, I know he wrote the 94 crime bill, but we need to move past that. Okay, so we move past that. So what has he done in 26 years for the black community? What has he done? Do you know what Joe Biden has done, Mr. Big Chest?
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. He hadn't done shit. He hadn't done shit. He ain't done nothing. So I'm supposed to just go out my way and vote for Joe Biden, right? Just because, right? Nope, it ain't going down like that. Now let's see what this article says about these two Jamammies, right? To help people weather the challenging times of the COVID-19 pandemic, Oprah has been hosting 5 live virtual events. Oprah's Your Life in Focus, A Vision Forward. When Oprah wrapped up her 2020 Vision Tour with Weight Watchers in March, the pandemic was just only beginning to affect the United States. Still, no one had any idea by late May much of the country was still being on lockdown to stop the spread. So to help people with these challenging times, Oprah has recreated her tour experience virtually for 4 Saturdays this spring. Each week features a different theme like Connect and Focus. For week 3, Oprah focused on adapting, welcoming motivational speaker Jay Shetty and her best friend, her little lapdog, Gayle King, for a discussion of how we all can cope with the extreme amounts of change we all encountered. But before diving in, Oprah had to address the way many are currently pushing for change in a major way. Across the U.S., Americans and the black community in particular are demanding justice for the death of George Floyd, who died earlier this week when Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin pinned him down with his knee. Video footage of the incident has caused thousands of protests, loot, and speak out about injustice, and Oprah has made it clear this moment is part of a much bigger movement. Okay, so this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Oprah And her little lapdog had the power for many years. Oprah has the influence for many years to do something about it. But did she do anything about it? What do you think, Mr. Bitchhead? Did she do anything about it?
I mean, no, bro, she didn't. I mean, you got that much clout, you got that much, sway in the building. Like, you should at least done something in whatever community you had it affected. And basically, for the past 25 years, she and Gayle King in a lesser sense, they basically been prognosticating a false narrative like, oh, we help everybody, but when there's a big issue, you don't hear them until like now. And that's the problem. You can't just go 20 something years without doing nothing, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm 100% this. There's nothing wrong with donating, there's nothing wrong with supporting and calling it out, but you got to be but you can't act like your past actions don't matter. You can't act like you can't be fake about it. You got to be real about it.
And they've been nothing but fake. Let's keep going. Now, the Jamami herself, the Supreme Jamami, there's a lot of unrest and rightful unrest based upon what we all saw this week. We literally witnessed on camera a man's life being snuffed out before our very eyes. It's an image that I cannot get out of my consciousness, and I just think this is a wake-up call for all of us, particularly in our country. Ralph Ellison once wrote that when people feel invisible long enough, they will lash out at the world to remind them that they exist. And see, this is what I can't stand. This is what I can't fucking stand. These guys are here taking quotes and running with these quotes, and one, they don't know what they mean. Two, they don't fucking act on these quotes, even if they did know what they meant. So now all of a sudden, now we're supposed to just let all bygones be bygones, right? I was with y'all the whole time. No, you was not. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. I told y'all a few days ago, if you watch my video, when I did that video about Gayle King last week, and I warned everybody, watch out for the Johnny Come Latelys. Watch out for the motherfuckers that never spoke about any issues with black people. All of a sudden now coming out, want to throw their name in the ring because they're trying to get publicity off of it. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. They're just doing it for the publicity. When your ass is high up in the clouds, it's hard to see the people that's down on the ground. They forget we're the reason they have that lifestyle. When we watch their shows, when we buy their products, when we go to their events, when we go watch their movies, they forgot we're the reason why they're there. It ain't these media outlets. All these media outlets want to do is put on a positive image. The minute they get any kind of public backlash, we can get them up out of there. We can get them out of there. Because like I said before in the last video, right? These networks carry sponsors. These sponsors are the one that's, keeping them on TV. So if they have no sponsors, they can't make no money. And if they can't make no money, they're out of a job. Period. Oprah then went to chat with several audience members from around the world. Participants in the latest Weight Watchers tour experience joined from places as far as Bermuda and Kenya about the process of accepting change for yourself personally. Hold on, I take that back. Hold on. Oh, that was she said. Okay. I forgot about this part. I forgot about this paragraph right here. She continue on. That's what we're seeing with these protests. People say I exist and I have value. Those of us who have the ability to be seen and heard of our lives, whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, it's incumbent on all of us not to be outraged when we see injustice. See, this is the thing. See, and this is the problem I have with this paragraph. This is the problem I have with this paragraph. Why are you including all these other motherfuckers? See, that tell you right there she's not genuine about this shit. You don't see Asian people getting gunned down in the street. You don't see white people getting gunned down in the street. You don't see Hispanics getting gunned down the street. You see black Americans getting gunned down the street. So why all these other motherfuckers are included in this? And this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is a black issue. Why are you bringing in Asians and fucking Hispanics and all these other motherfuckers that ain't got shit to do with what's going on? It's unarmed black men and women getting gunned down by racist white cops. But yet you bringing in Asians and all these other motherfuckers that ain't got shit to do with the situation. Now we just saw not that long ago with Asians, like Chinese people, literally taking African people out of their homes, dragging them out their homes, not letting them eat at restaurants. Shout out to my brother Jacob Jennings in the chat. Did we forget about that? Where the fuck was you at when those Asians was going around here dragging those Africans out their homes and fucking tell them they can't eat at McDonald's and all that type of shit? Where the fuck was you at? See, that's right there. She's not genuine. If anything, she's being disingenuous. I tell you right there, she's not. If you read this article, if you read this article like I'm reading right now, you can look and tell she's not being genuine. Because she was just focused on the black men and the black women that got killed by cops, not by Asians, not by Hispanics. Go ahead, Mr. Big Chest.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mike, but I just want to say this. I've always taught, it's like you know the real ones by the fruit of their works, and that's something that my pastor taught me and everything. You will know the real ones by the fruit of their works, and what you're seeing with Oprah and Gayle King and others like them too, is you see them on TV and they prognosticating about how they're doing this with the weight stuff and all this stuff. When it comes to serious stuff that regards in the community, they always seem to sidetrack on it, or when this subject arouses up, they always try to segue something else into it instead of attacking the issue head on. And anyone with a brain can see the problem with that. And people forget, when the Baltimore killing happened, they had the riots in Baltimore, and Gayle King said on, I think it's like she was on her news show with the other people, and she was like, all lives matter, and a whole bunch of people got mad. And my thing is, anyone with a brain, anyone with a common sense brain knows that that all lives matter. It's just this country doesn't value black lives, so we gotta address that issue. And somehow she tried to justify it, but that's the problem. You can just if you can try to justify an injustice, right? Something is wrong with you mentally. Something is wrong with you psychologically. Them two need help. And then the fact that they're being disingenuous and now they're coming out. And I was like, where was this 8-9 years ago when Trayvon Martin happened, when Philando Castile happened, when Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old that got shot for playing with a toy gun, when that happened? Where were y'all then? Why are y'all coming out now? It's good that you said something about it, but what took you so long? What took you so long to be genuine and to be forthright? You have a platform that we gave you. Why aren't you using it to the fullest of your potential?
Exactly. Shout out to Myron Ford in the chat. And Myron Ford, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the realest thing you could have ever said, bro. They sold out for the money and fame. That's the realest shit you could have said, bro. They sold out. They sold out. That's what I'm saying. These guys have said nothing about these racial killings that's been done to unarmed black men and black women, right? All this, they said nothing. They had incidents in Chicago where Oprah Winfrey used to do her Oprah Winfrey show. There was incidents out in Chicago about unarmed black men and black women getting gunned down by cops. Did she say anything? No. Did she do anything? No. And I'm supposed to just sit up here and believe just because you said something, you for the culture? And black people, if you black people watch this video and subscribe to my channel, look, I'm pleading with you. Do not take the bait. Do not take the bait. Don't take the bait. This woman was never for you. She's not for you. And she ain't never gonna be for you. Never. Look, when I talked about white supremacy last night, that tree has many branches. That oak tree stands the test of time. That oak tree has many branches and it branch out to many different avenues. You just can't cut off one branch without being mindful that other branches out there that are growing. If you really want to get rid of the problem, we got to get rid of it from the root. That means you got to dig below ground and uproot that tree that's been sitting down there for years. Many years. Now, when it comes to the violent protests, right? When it comes to the protests, we got to understand what the fuck led up to this protest. And not just, I'm not just talking about the recent killings or whatever like that, right? We can't look at the recent killings of unarmed black men and women without looking at the politicians that's sitting out there in Washington, D.C., like your Amy Klobuchars of the world and your Kamala Harris in the world. Their decisions or indecisions or inaction, that's why I like to say their inaction has led up to what we have now. Amy Klobuchar was set to be one of the people that Joe Biden considered to be his running mate. But with that shit going on in Minnesota right now, you think Amy Klobuchar gonna be Joe Biden's running mate? Yeah, that shit went out the window last week. Kamala Harris, all that bullshit she did or didn't do in California, right? You think she gonna be a goddamn running mate for Joe Biden? Yep, that shit went out the window too. So we can't just look at the string of killings without looking at the events that led up to that. Amy Klobuchar had the opportunity to put this motherfucker away, and she didn't do it. But it just don't end with Amy Klobuchar. We got to look at the mayor. We got to look at the police chief. We got to look at his supervisors. All these motherfuckers had a domino effect into what we have right now. And this is why I keep saying, when it comes to the art of war, you got to know how your enemy works if you want to defeat your enemy. You can't just stop with Amy Klobuchar. You have to look at all the other players that was in this chessboard. So you mean to tell me if he's a sergeant, so his detective has something to do with it? His lieutenant? The police chief? The mayor? The assistant DA? Somebody in that office could have did something, not just Amy Klobuchar. All the motherfuckers have a role into why Derek Chauvin killed that man. All of them. You can't tell me this dude has 17 different incidents, 16 of them go by unscathed, and yet nobody don't know nothing. Ain't nothing to see here, right? The fuck out of here, man. I'm not stupid. And that's another thing, black people. Y'all gotta stop letting people talk to y'all like you're stupid. The only thing, look, when it comes to power, right? Power is not asked for. It is not requested. It is taken. But when you take the power, you got to know how to fucking use it. And some people, and it pisses me off that we got all brothers and sisters out here ignorant. Don't know shit, don't want to know shit, don't want nobody telling them shit. How the fuck we supposed to grow if you sitting up here not wanting to know nothing? Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. That shit don't bother me. That shit don't affect me nothing. Hey, Mind Ford, I talked about that last night. Check my video I did last night. I talked about that last night, Mind Ford. You got motherfuckers literally a walking dead person right now. You're not living, you're just existing. We got motherfuckers saying, oh yeah, I've been woke. No, your ass is still asleep. This problem is deep rooted. Okay? It is deep rooted. It is not some shit that you just build up like a house and whatever like that. This tree is deep rooted. Peaceful, in my opinion, peaceful protests don't work. Why? Why? So you can fall on deaf ears? It's gonna go right back to the same fucking thing we had before. Oh man, that's just a whole bunch of people protesting, man. We ain't worrying about that. That's what they gonna do. That's what they did. That's what they did for so long. I can't tell you how many times I go to DC on the weekends, right? I go to DC on the weekends. I see all these demonstrations going on. Motherfuckers ain't so much as bat an eye or lift a finger. I remember last year when I went to DC, I went on a run. I probably ran like 3 miles that particular day. I ran like 3 miles particular day, tired as fuck. You had guys literally protesting across the street from Trump Tower, right? Got people protesting outside Trump Tower. They literally blocked a piece of 14th and 15th Street Northwest for this protest. Did Donald Trump bat an eye? Did Donald Trump lift a finger? Nope, he didn't do shit. Does Mitch McConnell and all these other motherfuckers that's in the Senate and the House of Representatives do anything? No, they ain't done shit. Shout out to the Major Choco Taco. He said protests outside the mayor, governor, and police chief's house until justice is served. Yeah, they need to. They need to. They need to. No way in hell that dude should got charged with third-degree murder. You might as well say he committed manslaughter. Now, Minnesota is one of 4 states that have third-degree murder. One of 4 states. But this is my thing. You must. Why would you even charge him with third-degree murder when it was clear as day he committed first-degree murder? And why the fuck these other motherfucking cops that was with him ain't in jail yet? Why? And you wonder why your city's being burned to the ground. You wonder why your city is up in ashes. Why do you think last week when they fucking burned down the goddamn police station, nobody was there allegedly, right? But you had everybody and their fucking daddy outside his house forming a human barricade. So he gets protection, but George Floyd didn't. And then another thing, when we see something wrong, you should do something right. So if you see this guy, this cop, putting his knee on the back of the man's neck, and couldn't nobody pull him off of him? Nobody couldn't do that. No one could have pulled him off of him. Look, you might have gotten arrested, but you would have been the most popular person in America. You would have been the most popular person in America. You probably would have got so many donations, you wouldn't know how to count that money. You probably would have been on Good Morning America. You probably would have been a household sensation overnight. Had somebody saved his life. Had somebody saved the life of George Floyd, yeah, you would have probably gone to prison. But you would have been out there that same night. You would have been a hero. And to the family, if anybody in the family of George Floyd watching this video, I am pleading with you, get rid of Benjamin Crump, okay? He is nothing to you. He is worthless. He's just there for publicity. That's it. Benjamin Mushmouth Crump, as Professor Black Truth like to call him. Benjamin Crump is not for you. He is there for publicity. He don't give two shits about you. Him or Esley Merritt. Avoid those two cockroaches at all costs. Shout out to the 501 Shy Boy in the chat. What you got on this, Mr. Big Chest?
Man, I agree with everything you said, man. Like you speaking all facts, man. To be honest, man, we gotta do something. Like we gotta stop sitting around. We dying because one, that, and two, because of lack of knowledge, man. We gotta educate ourselves. We gotta educate our people. And the fact that we're not shows the lack of resources that we have, but we have to fight. And me personally, I'm a part of the youth in NAACP here in Tennessee. We have a youth group from ages 16 to 21, right? So I'm a part of that. And we go out there and we protest, not violently, but we stand up. We go to the precincts, we go to the courthouses, we go to the government buildings. We're standing outside of there. We're doing that stuff. But like as a whole, as a people, we gotta stand up and eradicate this disease. It's not just a symptom. It's a disease that's been passed on for 400 years and it's been oppressing us. And we gotta attack it and destroy it from the root and exterminate it once and for all. Because I'm tired of seeing my people die. I'm tired of seeing us die, man. It's hurting. Like, I couldn't even think straight after I saw the video last Monday. I was crying, and I usually don't cry like that, but I was crying because I was so hurt. I didn't understand why. But we live in a hateful world, but we got to eradicate it. We got to eradicate it, and it starts at the root. It starts at the root.
Exactly. This was the same thing Colin Kaepernick was saying in 2016. And when he tried to bring this issue up, it fell on deaf ears. So the NFL, y'all some fucking hypocrites. Now I did this channel for like a year and a half now, and you didn't see me did not one video on the NFL. Not one. I have not done not one video on the NFL. Not a single one. And I'm going to continue not to do any videos about the NFL. Y'all some fucking hypocrites, man. And you think you're going to get away with that, Roger Goodell? Really? You think you bring up that little bullshit, empty-headed statement about, oh yeah, we're gonna bring change to society and awareness. Oh, Colin Kaepernick tried to do that, and what you did, you blackballed him. So fuck you and everybody that stand with you. Now, back to the lecture at hand. Right? These two Jamamis, right? I'm warning you. Look, share this video, talk to your people and your constituents or whatever. Let them know. I am warning you. Do not, if these guys just now coming down saying something, do not take the bait. Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King don't give a fuck about you. They're doing this shit for publicity. And yeah, I know they got military at the White House. They had Trump inside of a fucking bunker last night. So which leads me into this, right? Anybody in the military that knows about this, we talk about defense in depth. Defense in depth. Now, I don't know how the White House is laid out as far as like defense, and even if I did know, I won't talk about it. But when we talk about defense in depth, right? For example, when I was on the ship, to get to the ship, you had to first get access to the base. And then when you got access to the base, when you came up to the pier, right? You had to get access to the pier, right? So when you get access to the pier, you walk to the pier, you get to the ship, and then to get on board the ship, you had to have somebody grab you on board to the ship. So we talk about like 3 layers of defense right there. Either any one of those situations, right? You could be easily turned away and you don't get access to the ship, right? That's defense in depth, right? So when we talk about defense in depth, to get to your destination, there are layers of things layers of obstacles you're gonna have to get past. Okay? So the first layer in defense in depth was the barricade, right? You had them set up the barricade right across the street from the White House, right? I'm talking about the physical barricades like the gates and the fucking the little things that you use to separate the streets when they do construction, that type of shit. So that's the first layer of defense. And then the next layer was that human barricade of police officers with their riot gear and shields, right? So if you're able to get past that and you get past the gate, I'm pretty sure they had more people waiting, like Secret Service agents waiting, and more areas to where like they have secret compartments and all this type of shit before you even get to the president or whatever, right? When we have this case of white supremacy, right? Think about defense in depth, right? If you want to eradicate white supremacy, if you want to, you know, and we can't do this by ourselves. I can't do this by myself. Ticket, Too Raw for TV, Mahari, all the brothers in the LDBC, we can't do that by ourselves. So that way we have to form a group. If we want to eradicate white supremacy, right, it has to be a joint effort. And not just a joint effort, we got to make sure that the people that we decide to roll with us are with us for the long haul, because I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. It's going to test your patience, and it's going to test your mental fortitude. So this is not for the weak at heart. This is not for, oh man, this didn't happen in 5 minutes, so I'm going to just go ahead and go about my business because ain't nothing happening right now. It is not built for people like y'all. Shout out to the underrated darkness in the chat. Hey man, underrated. Hey man, I need your email so I can give you a link so you come in here so we can cook on this, man. TJ Sports Talk salute. Okay, so like I say, this problem is going to be for the people who are mentally tough, who have the mental endurance to be able to withstand anything that comes in the way of what we're trying to do. So we got to identify people from the jump. You either all in or you all out. And if you all out, do not call yourself trying to come back in when we succeed, because that ain't going to be for you. It's not going to be for you. You either all in or you all out, period. And we got to identify the people that are going to be with us, that's going to stand with us through the test of time, so that way we can go ahead and eradicate the enemy. For real. That's real talk. So when you see a person like Oprah Winfrey or goddamn Jason Whitlock or anybody like that, we've known that they've had a well-documented history of buck dancing and shucking and jiving and cooning. All of a sudden now, people are protesting. Now they want to throw their hat in the ring. They call themselves, hey, I'm for Black Power, man. Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Anybody that think like me don't believe you either. That's real talk. What you got on this, Mr. Big Chest?
I mean, for me, like with all these leaders and everything, you know, the leaders that haven't done nothing in the past and they saying stuff now, I want to see a continuous of it. I want a continuum of it. You know, you got to do it continuously and sustain it for a long period of time. You got to sustain it in your daily life, you know, because, you know, in the past, like with these people, you know, they've said stuff that, you know, hasn't made sense. And I'm gonna do something. I don't know if you saw First Take today, but Max Kellerman called out Stephen A. Smith, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Kaepernick's looking real good right now." And Stephen A. was like, "Yeah, because you forget Stephen A. And here's the people think that Stephen A. Said that he didn't agree with Kaepernick kneeling. He didn't say that. He said he agreed with Kaepernick kneeling. He just said he hated the I can't pronounce the word. It started with an M. He hated something that Cap did, and people got mad. And Stephen A. was wrong for saying something because Cap had the right to do it. If you stand for something, you have the right to do whatever you want. If you stand for something that's right and justful, you have the right to do whatever you want. And Stephen A. was wrong about calling Kaepernick out for changing the narrative at his workout. Everybody knew that workout was fake. Everybody knew that nobody was going to sign him, even if he did throw, even if he did good, which he did good. But everybody did that, and Stephen A. gonna come out and say, "Well, you're trying to change the narrative by calling out the league owners. You had a good workout, so why didn't you keep your mouth shut?" Because they still are pressing, and they haven't changed. That's why he's speaking now. So today, Stephen A. is like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Kaepernick. My actions were uncalled for. They were disturbing and disgusting and everything. Apologizing." But yet your brain should tell you that if this man's doing something right, you need to support him, not judge him on some side stuff. You need to support him. We need to support people like Colin Kaepernick. We need to support those kind of people because those are the ones that are willing to give up everything to see us free, to see us thrive, because we're tired of clawing just for scraps and bits. I want to sit at the table. I want to own the table. I want to own everything. But because I'm black, I'm forced to be behind. Because I'm black, I'm forced to take the second. I'm done with that. I'm tired of it. It's annoying. It's incendiary. It's bothersome. We are better than this. We built this country.
What up with you, bro?
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, you got feedback, so okay, there you go. And when you click the disable the volume on the YouTube, so that way you don't get the feedback.
Hold on.
Now he had to leave. He had to leave. Okay, but yeah, what you saying now, Mr. Big Chest?
Man, like what I was saying is like, we gotta stop like with these leaders, man, like that they say they ain't, been 100 all the way. If I want to believe it, I gotta continue to see it. It can't be a one-time occurrence when stuff like this happens, because that's just fate, man. And in this fight, I don't got a problem if you're more volatile. Oh, if you're more volatile in your approach or something like that, or if you're peaceful, man, we shouldn't be judging people off their reactions or approach. The same goal is we got to end racism, we got to end this bigotry, we got to end this hatred. We can't be judging, we can't be too busy judging off approach. But with these leaders, man, if they ain't gonna be real and consistent 100% of the time, man, just shut up and get off somewhere, man, because we ain't got time for that.
Yep. Yep, pretty much, man. I mean, I just can't sit up there and support people who sit up here and perpetuate this shit, man. For real, shout out to K-Town in the chat, man. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, man, they gotta, Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King have perpetuated this nonsense. They've condoned this narrative for quite some time now. These same people who have paid their daily bread, right? All of a sudden now you got a conscience. Jason Whitlock, that old fat buck dancing fucking butter biscuit eating poor cheddar motherfucker, he needs to apologize to Kaepernick. But he's not the only person who needs to apologize to Colin Kaepernick. What about Christopher Reed? Kid, the same guy that played on Kid and played. What about Christopher Reed? Shouldn't he apologize? I think Christopher Reed need to apologize to Kaepernick. Because Jason Whitlock had him on that fucking bullshit ass fucking stick. Hey, you got YouTube on your other tab? You there under
No, I cut it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead, Cook. I'm dying to hear what you got to say about this.
Man, listen. We should understand how they is, man. They flippy floppy. They looking for photo shots, man. They trying to play on our emotions, man. We gotta know who they are. Like just like I was going through the internet, and you know, the Breakfast Club had Rush Limbaugh talking to him about what's going on, or George Floyd.
Yeah, that's supposed to be that episode
Try,
supposed to be on tomorrow.
I think I seen it today. But you know, but anyway, I was hearing some of it, and we already know what he is. But see, we always let white people, they can handpick what happened to us, and then they want to keep on talking about it. But what about the other ones in the past had got slaughtered by police brutality? And that's the thing that we better understand, man. We better understand, man. We gotta be strong on all points, man. These people is coming out and everything. You know, I did a video last night. Y'all go check it out. These people got Al Jolson mindset. They said, "Who's Al Jolson?" There's a white actor back in the 30s and the 40s. He was playing. He was making fun of us, and he painted a black face, and he was making mockery of us almost 30 years. And we have to understand Oprah and them, man. They had that Al Jolson mindset, but the bad thing about it, they the same color we are, man. And these black women that complain that they love us, they don't love us. They do it for capitalism. And like I said, they trying to capitalize on our emotions. God, the nerd talking about, oh, they shouldn't be looting. Well, if you do your damn history, we didn't start looting. We can go all the way back to Boston Tea Party if we want to talk about it, and other riots and other loot. We are getting tired. And so when people say, oh, don't bring up this and that and everything, people are tired. Look how long it took them to arrest that cop. We ain't hear about the other ones. And people are getting tired. And I am sick and tired that of these people in these prominent positions, and I'm talking about in politics, got the nerve trying to be our mouthpiece. Oh, you need to calm down. You need to understand. Let the process. Well, won't you be in the streets and trying to stop this racism? That's what we need you to do. But they don't want to do it because they comfortable.
Well, not only
but
that,
we ain't gonna make it comfortable.
I'm gonna tell you why they comfortable underrated. And you got feedback on your mic, bro. I'm gonna tell you why they're comfortable with it, because they're the main ones perpetuating it. They're the main ones perpetuating it. I talked before you walked in. I talked about how Amy Klobuchar for years, when there were many complaints about Derek Chauvin, right? For years, she could have did something about it. She didn't do anything about it. And then when they asked her about it, she come up with this fucking half-baked excuse about, well, I was leaving for the Senate. So, by the time I got to the Senate, by the time the case got to the desk, I was already in the Senate. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You mean to tell me 16 different instances of this dude? This dude has a well-documented history of police brutality, using excessive force. But yet, that's the best you can come up with? That's the best you can come up with. This shit been going on for years, and that's the best you can come up with, bitch? For real. Not only Amy Klobuchar, we gotta go down the line. Whether it be his supervisor, the detective, the lieutenant, the fucking the chief of police, the mayor, all the way up to Amy Klobuchar, all the lawyers that work for her, all the motherfuckers. So this is like I said, this is a deep-rooted problem. It has many players. It has many levels. You can't look at Amy Klobuchar without looking at all the motherfuckers that condoned it or perpetuated it, or just swept it under the rug, right?
Absolutely. I agree on that. And I think that, and I feel this is true. Any black woman that has a channel, you need to talk about this too. Because we are seeing some women are perpetuating what you was saying, and big shot, peace to you, brother. Keep up the fine work of both of y'all. And they are perpetuating this. But we've been talking about this for years. I know you talk about for years, despite I just got to know you and Big Shot too. And other ones. And they need to get called out. It's not just the men. It be these women too. But see, when we talk about them, oh, you against women. No, they ain't all about women. They doing this for years and years and years. They had track records to this. There are track records. You can go by every you think about every event, but it cannot be just the brothers. Let me say this: the black woman that is constantly bringing this up, bringing it to form. I salute you. Not talking about you. I salute you, and you keep on going. But I'm just letting y'all know y'all gonna need help. And brothers out here, I'm saying like, and I'm glad that we talk about this because it is very important that we gotta hit them in everywhere we can. But they buck that I'm gonna say one thing. I'm a mute, and they buck dancing to this white supremacy shit. What's up, man? You can rock on this.
Where you got, Mr. Big Chest? I know I ain't heard you in a minute.
All right. I agree with everything that y'all saying. One thing I say, I do say, speaking of women, we ain't gonna talk. I don't know why we ain't talking about Sage Steele, Sambo, Buck Dents herself, because she didn't said some stuff against Colin Kaepernick in the past, and she was hosting Sports Center the other night, and she had Stephen A. Smith. She had Stephen A. Smith and I think Louis Riddick on, and when Louis Riddick brought up Colin Kaepernick, you could see her whole face change, and I'm like, Colin Kaepernick's the reason you on ESPN because of that interview, and you gonna act like that, and it's a bunch, of foolery. It's a bunch of foolery, but we gotta stop. But we gotta stop buck dancing, and then also the more importantly, we gotta stop. We gotta stop just getting in our. We gotta stop. Letting them the oppressors control what we do, because we're our own people, because we have our own culture. The stuff, literally, American culture is literally almost 75% of the revenue in entertainment. 75% of the revenue in all of entertainment in America comes from Black culture. We control that, not them. They don't cultivate our talents. They don't cultivate our gifts. They don't cultivate the stuff that we're gifted with from God. They don't do that. They just try to manipulate us into doing what they want to do and not doing what we want to do for our people, man. We got to stop that. We got to stop capitulating to the evil of this world. We got to stop capitulating to bigotry. We got to stop selling out for the bag. You can get our own bag. We had Black Wall Street. We had all that. Not saying that, the stuff, the opportunities that we have now aren't bad, but we could be so much better. We have the power to be so much better. We have so much to offer, but I don't know why we're not using our full potential as a race. We are so much better than what they say we are, because they don't know. And they luckily that we ain't crying, that we ain't acting for revenge, or we had already taken all this stuff over. Like, we should be owning more stuff than we do. Like, it's crazy out here, man. Like, people don't know.
People don't know. And for those that want to stay, and for those that stay in silent, I'm calling y'all out. You staying silent, you're siding with the enemy. You saying you're indifferent, you're siding with the enemy. This is not an indifferent situation. Either you're with us or you're against us. There's no straddling the fence. You can't be straddling the fence on these types of issues, because if you do, you're just gonna get caught up in the crossfires and nobody's gonna care afterwards. So either get with us or get out the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's right.
Because I ain't, because I
The program will get
hold
left
up.
behind, bitch. You get with the program and you get
Like,
left
hold
behind.
up. Hey, LB.
Yo,
LB. Like, no, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell this. This is for the whole chat. This is for the whole chat. I am not a violent person. That's not my nature. But if you come against me, or you come against my family or my friends or people that I care about, I will send your ass to the upper room. That is on my mama. That is on my daddy. That is on everybody. I'm sick of this, man. We gotta march down here in Tennessee tonight, and they gonna have guns. They gonna have pepper spray. They gonna have the cans of spray and all that stuff to blind people. I'm not afraid, because we gotta stand up for something.
and they can have German Shepherds out there. Don't forget that.
Yeah, man, they're gonna have
Yep.
German Shepherds, but
Yep.
like I'm not. But I'm not afraid, and too long I was afraid because I was fearful of what's gonna happen. But I don't care now, because I gotta stand up for right. One, as a Christian, I gotta stand up for what's right, because that's what God would do. And two, as a black man, I gotta stand up, because that's my people, and I'm tired of seeing us cry and sad and angry and distraught. Man, we deserve to live in the paradise that they live in. We deserve it. We built this country. We built it from the ground up. Where's our reparations? Where is our stuff? Where is our war? All we got in is oppression, oppression, oppression. And Martin Luther King said the right is the voice of the unheard. We haven't been heard, so we're gonna force it, because and in my opinion, those people that are saying, oh, we should be peaceful and we tried being peaceful. Y'all excoriated Colin Kaepernick. Y'all excoriated Eric Reed. Eric Reed was a former Army Ranger. He was the one that said, he told Colin Kaepernick, he said, sitting down or burning the American flag is disrespectful, but if you kneel during the national anthem, it's a sign of reverence. It's not disrespectful. Eric Reed, a former military soldier, said that, and Colin Kaepernick abided. But the media turned it into, oh, he hates the United States. Colin Kaepernick actually said, I love our veterans. I love our military. Thank you for what you've done. God bless you. He said that on numerous occasions. And what people don't know is there was a former NFL VP that came out a couple weeks ago and said the reason why Colin Kaepernick was blackballed by Roger Goodell and certain NFL owners such as Jerry Jones and the owner of the San Francisco 49ers. And he said the only owners that wanted him were vetoed. The only owners that wanted him was Steve Bisciotti of the Baltimore Ravens and Robert Kraft of the New England Patriots. They were the only two owners that wanted him, but Roger Goodell said, no, you're not allowed to sign him. But they want to say, oh, he hates the American flag. But honestly, they get mad at that, and they get mad at us rioting. But to be honest, they don't want us to have a voice. They want us to be silent. They don't want us to speak up. They want us to be silent, because being silent makes them comfortable. If we speak up, that makes them uncomfortable, and they don't like to be uncomfortable. Well, I say screw that. Let's make them uncomfortable.
Fuck
Let's make them as uncomfortable as
I
possible.
want their ass on the fucking hot seat. I want all their asses on the planet.
Yeah, Brett Lamb. Yeah, put them on a silver platter, seed them with salt, and burn them. I swear. And I don't mean to get angry, but like when people get sick and tired of being sick and tired, they do something about it. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired.
I'm way past sick and tired. I can't even watch that video. Man, because I get so disgusted, man. I wonder. You have no idea what the fuck I want to do right now. And fuck that buck dancer sellout, that poor cheddar eating motherfucker Jason Whitlock. Fuck that motherfucker. I can't stand that bastard. As far as I'm concerned, he can keep his old fat ass off TV. As far as I'm concerned, keep his motherfucking ass off TV. Oh, shout out to back to the basics. Oh shit, what's up? Shout out to Back to the Basics in the chat.
Yeah, what's going on? But I could say this though, I'll be 54 Wednesday. I have been part of, and I know I'm not the only brother. I've been part of cops shaking me down, had guns in my nuts, guns in my head, size, you name it. More than I said about in my life, about 5 times in my lifetime. I have witnessed a lot of slaughter of our people of police brutality. And all of them, they had got with murder, especially originally from New York. That you say you passed that, and I understand what you're saying. But I said, God damn, when some of our people gonna have some spine? I have witnessed this. Think about, I want family to understand this, because there are some people who think that police brutality, oh, it happened 34 years. It happened way before this. It's just that now technology is kept keeping up. And even we had technology for the last almost 50 years, that still didn't help. And I want y'all to understand that. If anybody of my age, they know what I'm talking about. We've been at this for a long time, protests. Well, all we doing. Then you got some of us asking, do the right thing. We put, but it was but you know what? It's getting time. No, we gotta stand up and take it, because we get tired. As a black man, you walk down the street, you hope you can put your key in the door, or you're driving. That is an eerie feeling. I have friends. I grew up in New York. Some of my god kids, they said, Daddy, they grown. Daddy, stay here. We don't want you to go out. I gotta go. No. I got god kids said no. I live in Virginia now. They said no, don't go. But please stay in the house. Talk to me. I gotta go out. No. And this is real. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Our lives count. I'm not going to say Black Lives Matter, because I already know what they all about. So I'm not even going to get into that, because that is another. So I don't want to get into that. But black man, our lives matter. It been matter for centuries. So when we fight for our own existence and fight for each other, we have to think about the other black men had died that are famous or not so famous. We got to think about them too. And we have to really understand this. This is a deliberate plan to eliminate us as black men, and even some of our women, even our women too. But our black men, we've been hunted ever since we came in this country, family. Damn, let's talk about that.
Bro, you see how they're trying to eliminate the black man on TV, bro? You see how they're trying to eliminate the black man on TV, right? You watch these commercials,
yeah.
A black woman or a white man on TV, right? Or you got the white man with a mixed girl on TV. No black man's on TV. Like, we just extend, like we don't fucking exist, right? They're trying to literally phase the black man out. And then you see these guys running around here practicing the religion of faggotry, you know, wearing lipstick and tight jeans and fucking heels like a fucking hoe. And you got these people out here that think they could just sit up here and disrespect us. It pisses me off to the fucking core when I see a black man, or a black teenager, or a young man dressing up like a faggot.
Yeah. You're right, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. And then go. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, yes, sweet Milky. Oh no, sweet Nestle Crunch boys. Looking all sweet there. Go out of here with that bottom up boys, man. Get out of
Case in point, I don't know if you saw this.
here.
I don't know if you
And
saw
last
this.
night, well,
Over the weekend,
okay.
Zaire Wade, Dwayne Wade's son, right? Yeah, he's his son. He turned 13 years old, right? Now, Hill Harper came out and made a statement basically saying, "Happy birthday, young man," and wish you had a happy birthday. Your mom left something for you, and this and next thing. How about they excoriated him? These carpet munching, gay motherfuckers, clap having Jezebels, and everything else in between excoriated Hill Harper to the point he deleted the post on Instagram and wrote an apology. And then when he wrote the apology, they complained that they complained to him, excoriated him, basically telling him that his apology wasn't good enough.
What?
Yeah, it happened. It happened over the weekend.
Oh man, I believe you. I believe you. Yeah.
It pissed me off.
Yeah, it's a norm now.
It pissed me off so fucking bad. I was on Cricket Live because Cricket was the first one to put it out. Shout out to my brother Cricket TV. He put that.
Yeah.
He put that article out, and it pissed me off so fucking bad.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Because Hill Harper never apologized. And all those people that went at him, he like at them with the same vitriol, if not more. I want the smoke. I dare any motherfucker to come at me like that. I'm warning y'all motherfuckers right now. Y'all don't know.
That's strong masculinity, man.
They come out your fucking mouths. The same smoke you get is the same smoke, if not more, you're gonna get back. So you better choose your words carefully if you come on my motherfucking channel.
But it goes to show they don't have that man. He don't have no strong masculinity. They let this oppressive system price their masculinity. We gotta talk about that. That's what comes down to, man. Me and you, big chest, we got masculinity, man. We it doesn't have a price, man. We men. We are wired different. We are not gonna stand for this, man.
We're not gonna stand for disrespect. You're not gonna come up disrespecting me. Mark out your pump Kool-Aid, bitches.
Yeah.
Real. Y'all think y'all can come on my channel and
it's crazy, and that's what a lot of you is going to do.
No, what you saying, homie?
Well,
No, what you saying now? I missed what you said.
Hold on.
Yeah, man, that whole thing with D-Wade, man, that's disgusting. I mean, for real, man, that whole thing is some bullshit. Whole thing is some bullshit. And see, that right there, stuff like that, that's going to distort the message. You got that type of shit right there in the atmosphere that's going to distort the message. You got these Johnny come lately who's just doing this shit for publicity. Distorting the message. And you got feedback, bro. For real, we cannot afford to have these coons, these fuck dancing, everybody else in between coming and trying to distort the message. The message is about police brutality. For real. The message is about police brutality, not about Asians, not about, this thing and the next thing and obfuscating the money in the waters. This is about police brutality and what are black people going to do going forward. Because you Johnny come latelys, yeah, this is about police brutality, but there's a lot more than that. Right? Because where the fuck was y'all at when black people were getting gentrified and kicked out their homes? Where the fuck was y'all at? All you Johnny come latelys. The black people getting kicked out their homes. You motherfuckers bad enough. You motherfuckers didn't lift a finger. I am tired of this goddamn kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya, oh lord, kumbaya. Fuck that shit.
Or another one, God bless his child, had his own. But this is we hearing. This is we be hearing. But it goes to show that we still have a soft heart for white supremacy policies, man. White supremacy, period. And I don't want to hear people talking about, oh, we gotta fight. There's many ways that you can fight against it. All of we just saying, stand up. If you stand up. But the majority of y'all do that. Y'all want to eat from the devil's table. And I want to make one point, and I got to go off and everything, because I kiss some things. And then also too, when I did the video, all the time, they always put the black man, all due respect. They never put the black man on it like we don't count. That is another thing that the media is doing that we don't want to talk about. But then some of us don't want to talk about because we
Hey, underrated, you sound like Optimus Prime right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off and come back.
Okay. Yeah, man. I really don't like this shit, man. I really don't like what the fuck is going on, man. They sitting up here talking about, oh man, we need to stop all this looting and protesting and all this type of shit. But yet when we did, we were silent. When we were peacefully protesting, you had a problem with it. Now people out here looting, people out here acting a fool, protests going south, and y'all got a problem with that too. So which one is it? You want a peaceful protest or you want a violent protest? Respect our existence or expect our resistance. Period. That's all there is to it. We can sit here and take this bullshit no more. Anybody that thinks like you, anybody that thinks, acts, or like carries themselves in the arms of white supremacy, stand the fuck by, because we talking to you. Any coons out there that defend this bullshit, we're coming for your ass too. Smash like, hit subscribe. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!